Hello. In this lesson, we're going to talk about recursive formulas in a way to help us define sequences. So a recursive formula takes a previous term in the sequence to find the next term, as you can see in the definition I've written above. The word recursion itself is something that refers back to itself. So I have two examples here, and we want to write a recursive formula for each sequence below. And so to go from 5 to 6, I would add 1. From 6 to 7, the same. From 7 to 8, I would do the same. So to write a recursive formula for this, what we would do, we have to define what our first term is. So we'll say a sub 1 equals 5. Now to find a sub 2, what I can do is take my previous term 5 and add 1 to it to get 6. To find a sub 3, I can take my previous term 6 and add 1 to it. For a sub 4, I could take my previous term 7 and add 1 to it. Another way to look at this is we have a sub 1 equals 5, or a sub 2 is the same as a sub 1 plus 1. A sub 3 is a sub 2 plus 1. And a sub 4 is the same as a sub 3 plus 1. So how can we write something for the nth term of this? Well, if you notice that whatever number I have written here, be it 4, 3, 2, the number in the equation for it is always 1 less. So if I wrote a sub 4, in the equation I have a sub 3. In the equation for a sub 3, I have a sub 2, and so on. So for a sub n, I want a sub, and then how do I do 1 less than n? Well, I write n minus 1. And then every single one of these, we've just added 1. So officially, we need to say, well, a sub 1 is 5, and a sub n, the nth term would be your previous term, a sub n minus 1, plus 1 more added to it. And this is what we can do or write our recursive formula. Let's try the next one. In this one, we are adding 4. We started at negative 15, and we're repeatedly adding 4 each time. So a sub 1 is negative 15. A sub 2, we take our previous term, a sub 1, which was negative 15, and add 4. For a sub 3, our previous term, we add 4. Our previous term, and we add 4. So to write our recursive formula here, we'll say, well, a sub 1 is negative 15. We have to know where we start. And to get our nth term, we take our previous term, a sub n minus 1, and we add 4 to it. And so there is our recursive formula for number 2. Let's try a problem of a different style now. In this problem number 3, we were asked to find the first 5 terms of the sequence. And so we were told that a sub 1 is 9, so I can say a sub 1 is 9. So if I wanted to find a sub n, I would take my previous term minus 3. So to find a sub 2, well, 2 minus 1 is 1, so I need a sub 1, and then I subtract 3 from that. So a sub 2 is going to be our previous term 9 minus 3, which is 6. A sub 3, well, 3 minus 1 is 2, so I need a sub 2, subtract 3. So a sub 3 my previous term was 6. We subtract 3 from that, and it's 3. Okay, a sub 4. We need a sub 3 minus 3, or a sub 4 is 3 minus 3, or 0. And then finally, the fifth term is a sub 4 take away 3, or rather it's 0 take away 3, so it's negative 3. So the first 5 terms of my sequence officially are 9, 6, 3, 0, and negative 3. Okay, so that's how a recursive formula works. We'll practice more of that tomorrow. For right now, we are done.